All right, coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight showdown. So here is the two-time UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos, mentored by the great UFC Hall of Famer, Minotauro Nogueira. Zagano has really become one of the best boxers, Joe, this division has ever seen. Certainly has that takedown defense if he wants to keep the fight upright in his wheelhouse. Can fall back on the jiu-jitsu black belt if needed, but Junior Dos Santos figures to be looking to throw hands here early and often tonight.
Junior Dos Santos is a very dangerous striker. He's got precision punches with knockout power behind them. He has been putting top-level guys to sleep since he came to the UFC.
Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, ready to go here with live action as we get underway here at Madison Square Garden in New York City. All right, so here he is, the former UFC heavyweight champion, Junior Dos Santos. Normally gets off to a good start. No man in UFC history has landed more significant strikes in the heavyweight division. No man has more knockdowns. We'll see how JDS approaches this one here early.
He has been landing that uppercut at an alarming rate.
Yeah, man, that uppercut's been there all night. It's still lethal. All right, so a big rivalry fight here, but on one side of the equation for this fighter, he's had less than 2 weeks with which to prepare. Now, you know this is a guy who keeps himself in fight shape, but he didn't have a lot of time to strategically prepare for this opponent. And to make matters seemingly worse, the UFC flew him into town early to help promote the fight and to do some added media stuff. So a lot of different distractions and variables that he is dealing with as he gets in there tonight.
Great combinations. I like the way he's mixing these up. Nice shot.
Oh, multiple strikes landing here. He has certainly found the range here in this round.
That one hurt. Look for him to set up that uppercut.
Midway through round one. And both guys really throwing with authority. And he connects with the punch. Missed with that right hand. That strike will count. Oh, uppercut to the head, but it's blocked there by Dos Santos.
Good punch. Whenever you see a fighter's legs stiffen up like that, that's not a good sign.
He's trying to bend to stun him.
He's in big trouble.
Now goes in and secures the takedown.
Oh, look at this, reversal.
Oh, right hand is there for him, Joe.
He hip escapes from the full mount. Oh, he got reversed. Look at this, nicely done, into side control. Now this is what he should have done earlier.
Splits the guard and connects with the punch.
Hip escape, and he's out of the full mount. Nicely done.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Back up.
Kick to the body by JDS.
He is really finding an opening for that uppercut.
Nice uppercut there by Dos Santos.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful kick to the butt.
Whoa!
Oh, big shot! Oh! Beautiful up kick.
So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we are, early round two.
Now starting off this round. Oh! These are some bombs he has thrown.
Big body shot. And really starting to make these shots count.
And he's going to move to pass into half guard.
Well, it seemed like the coaches at Crossbreed MMA there in the States were a little bit frustrated with this fighter's commitment here during this training camp. Perhaps there was a pre-existing injury. Perhaps he was dealing with a family issue. I don't know. But he has no one to blame but himself in terms of his conditioning or lack thereof in advance of this one tonight. Oh, he gets the takedown. That could be big. Well, that didn't take long. Dos Santos' lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
He's out cold.
That'll do it!
Dropped him and then took care of business on the ground. Really excellent, excellent job.
Well, that's the way they used to ground and pound fighters back in the day, literally trying to pound your opponent's head through the canvas. Elbows and strikes and hammer fists one after the next. An offensive explosion on the ground that gets him the knockout win here tonight.
And here we see it again. Boom! And he's out.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year. Here's Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Stop this contest at 1 minute, 29 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Big Daddy.
So there's the man of the moment, just the way he drew it up here tonight as he gets his hand raised and does so emphatically by way of the KO. Perhaps some bonus money is coming his way at the end of the night. I'm not sure. Still a few fights to go. But at the very least, you can be sure his next fight will be a big one, and he will celebrate deep into the night with his teammates, his coaches, and his friends after this monumental victory here under the bright lights.